Dance on, I got that heat, let's go.
What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Nice to see everybody here. Alban, how you doing today, sir?
I'm good, brother.
Nice, nice. C-Man, thank you for joining us again. It's been a while.
It has been a while. How's everyone?
I'm doing well. Hopefully you are.
Yeah, much better. Thank you.
Nice to hear. I know you were a little under the weather for a minute, so good to hear that you're on the way to mend.
Feeling much better, thanks.
Awesome. Alban, you're doing all right today.
Yeah,
Alban
hanging in there.
sent me a bunch of links of stuff that I didn't catch. So he's man on it.
I thought you had all this free time now. You
I do,
you go up to Canada. What are you shoveling too much snow or something?
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm shoveling a lot of snow. We'll call it that. So yeah, just
oh yeah, we'll call it that. All right.
Yeah. Let's see. We got a bunch of people joining us in the chat. We're up to 30 people, so come on in. We'll get started. We got a bunch of topics to talk about today, plus any of your questions. So feel free to toss those questions out there, and Alban will try to keep me on track so that we're able to roll back to those questions. C-Man, you know me. You gotta. It's like getting on the highway. You just push your way in. You know how that works.
I'll just butt my ass in if I need to.
just butt right in there because you know how I'll get going. We'll say hey to everybody because I see a bunch of people. We got Nature Man. Thanks for joining us. Trevor, Octavia, Red, Jim, Elthros, DJ, what's up? What's up? Nice to see you again, bud. Guy on the couch. Got Heavy Metals joined us. Bob. Been a while. I haven't seen Bob in a couple
Bob,
weeks.
we haven't seen you.
I haven't seen him. Shrinking Sharon. I was on her show earlier this morning. Thank you for having me on. Again, you know, it's great. She has a morning show every Friday, talks about all kinds of stuff. And sometimes I'm available. I jump on there to say, hey, and we jump topic to topic. So it's a good show. It's about 10 o'clock on Friday mornings. Chris, Canuck Gal, Mr. E, Theodore, Monkey Denver 28, Steve Franklin, Soheil. And Soheil was not the first, actually. Nature Man was. Yeah, Nature Man was on it quick.
Because he wants to talk about, the
shield,
issues, the
shield
issues.
stuff. Yeah, they're right.
We didn't forget about you, brother.
Yeah, we on it. We on it. So we've a bunch of topics. Gail, the next level. Again, any of you guys want to join the show, you know how to hit me up or post over in the Streaming Matters room, and hopefully Alban will see it and throw you the link. And people are welcome to join. And the more the merrier. If you got some stuff to share and thoughts on these topics, because we got a bunch of topics today. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started on the big topic of the day. Okay. It's been the topic for the last couple days. Get rid of that. Which is the Nvidia update, and that's caused all kinds of problems. Let me try to grab my my link here, and let me go ahead and share that for you guys. And I can't remember now. Alban, you got a shield.
Yeah.
Now, Seaman, you got a shield? Seaman?
Seaman?
You got a look at, he's like, Dad, we'll be talking for a while. I can leave. I can go on a pee break. So let me go ahead and let's bump this up a little bit. So a big update happened a couple days ago, and that's the Shield updated to 9.0. There's a 9.0, so if you had your Shield on auto update, it probably updated automatically. If not, you got the little pop-up saying, update your Shield. Are you ready to do it? And there was a lot of good things that were built into the 9.0 update. If you look through it, it helped with some visual processing. It helped with some 4K stuff. There were, I want to say, these are off the top of my head. I'm trying to remember. More expanded Bluetooth controllers, so more Bluetooth controllers, headphones, microphones would work natively, so that you don't need to use a USB dongle. You'll be able to connect right to your Shield. I know that for me, there was quite a few video improvements on the 4K and some of the HDR stuff that it improved on. So those were the good things. So, and they went to Android 11. But in amongst, whenever there's a major update, there's usually major headaches. And some of the issues that we found right away, people started complaining immediately, was about I can't see certain applications. I can't see an external hard drive. I can't see certain files or programs. Those were your major issues that came up. And they all center around one thing, and that is your Shield seeing an external hard drive. Some people use the external hard drive to sideload or to put the applications. Some people, like myself, I put movies or ROMs, my gaming ROMs, on an external hard drive, so I'm not clogging up my Shield all the time with ROMs that I'm just going to play once in a while. And what this caused is that your Shield now is struggling to read the external hard drives, or being able to process what that information is, and we'll kind of go into that in a minute. And there was an immediate hot fix, and some people say, "Oh, just install this hot fix; it'll fix it." All right. So first of all, you're not allowed just to install hot fixes. Let's call you a beta tester. Let's call you you have to sign up to get these hot fixes. It has to authorize your Shield to do it in your account through Nvidia, and you'll be able to allow those hot fixes. And some of the hot fixes fixed some of the issues. The one hot fix fixed some of the issues. And in this hot fix, and again, if you're not part of the hotfix, you would not have seen this, but this is what some of the people have already seen. Resolves the issue with your Shield over a network where it doesn't show a certain adopted storage, meaning your network and you're using other drives on your thing. This supposedly fixed that. Some memory leaks in the Dolby processing. Resolve the issue with the Shield 2019 base model. SD card occasionally does not detect after a reboot. There was some issues with some third-party controllers in Kodi, not the controller, not allowing you to move through the menus. A little bit of problems with the Dolby audio processing, and resolved issues with the corruption, which I didn't hear about this very much. Corruption of when you're watching YouTube, I didn't see that. So what's happened is that they pushed an update, and there was some problems in it. Whenever you push a big update, I don't care what it is. I mean, any of us in the streaming world, when you push a big update, you're going to hear about something that you forgot or you messed up on. And what happened is that now they're having to try to fix these issues. And they released, and this is in beta, a hotfix. Now, we may see this roll into the Shield for everybody really soon, or they may be trying to fix other things so it's one big push. It's not a bunch of little pushes. So we're going to look at some of that stuff. And some people were complaining about certain applications not seeing a hard drive. And I don't think this is necessarily an NVIDIA issue, because if you look on, there was an article here in Reddit where I was reading, and I saw it somewhere else yesterday, and I can't remember where I found it. And I was looking for it right before the show. I couldn't find it. And part of the problem with these external drives and certain applications seeing external drives, Android 11 has a new setting, and it's called, if you go into permissions, you're going to see there's a setting that says don't allow when you're using. Those are normally the two things you see. There's supposed to be a third option, which means allow all the time. Well, only a handful of applications got the correct API because they need API 30 to be able to turn on that setting, the one that says allow it all the time. So a lot of applications, programs in the Google Store are not truly Android 11 compatible if they need to access an external drive. And so this is not going to be necessarily fixed with NVIDIA. This is going to have to be fixed by each of the applications that need to have access to an external hard drive using the correct API. And in this article here, it talks about if they target the API 30, which is part of Android 11, you can have there's a manual setting that you have to go into permissions on your device, and it set file permissions to allow all the time. If you click that, then you can see that external drive. And I'll use, for example, for me was VLC. VLC could not see an external hard drive. But if you go into the settings, allow all the time was there, and I could check it. And once I did that, then VLC was able to see other files on my external drive. And in this Reddit post, it says old apps that don't target API 30 with the correct file permissions will be broken, meaning they will not be able to access that external hard drive. The program isn't asking in the way that Android 11 wants to hear it, if in layman's terms, to try to put it that way. So until the people that created the programs fix it and write it to where it's accessing API 30, we're not going to see these programs working. And I'll use, for example, like I said, RetroX. It's not working right now. Whenever I try to open up RetroX when my hard drive is turned on, it starts to open, it crashes because it's trying to access the external hard drive and the program wants to, but then Android 11 Shield says, no, you don't have the permissions to go to that hard drive. So it crashes the program out. So until the programs get fixed, I don't think you're going to see fixes on all of it. We will see a fix, Shield fixing the things that they're able to fix. But that's my biggest thing. Now, one other caveat before we'll throw it over to the rest of the panel for us to talk about. If you install the hotfix, which means you sign up for the beta. You get it permissions to be on the beta. It takes 24 to 48 hours is what they say to be able to be allowed to be this beta tester. And it'll show up on your Shield when you go into updates. You cannot roll back a hotfix. That's one of the things. Keep in mind, can't roll back a hotfix. What your hotfix is what it is. These hotfixes are pre-release. Okay, so you're kind of taking a chance trying new things. So it's going to fix some of those issues. The other things is hotfix images are not Google certified. So what ends up happening is the Google Play Store says, whoa. Maybe you're not going to be able to access the Shield. You can't access the store to pull new stuff. So say you wanted to install Disney or Hulu or something from the Play Store. If you try to install it after this hotfix, it won't allow it because you're using a beta image for your Shield. But if it's already installed, it's supposedly going to work. And on here it says you won't be able to install or update Disney Plus from the Play Store. But if you already have it installed, it'll work. So just keep in mind, a hotfix doesn't fix everything, and there may be certain aspects that once you update to hotfix, you're not able to use you won't use the Play Store until the Shield pushes an official update. And once they push an official, it would be Google will be certified by it, so then you'll get back in the Play Store. So,
and even if you do an update over it, you'll
be able to do it. Yeah. If you update over it, then you'll be on because the hotfix number is 33.10261. I think if you look on your Shield right now, it should be like 236 or it's like 236 or 235 or something like that. That's the last 3 digits. And you can see this version is 261. So don't stress. Don't be all people freaking out. It's going to get fixed.
Fix it. Yep.
It'll fix it. More things work than don't, but this happens whenever you make large jumps.
Especially when you go to a new build number. Like 9, you know what I mean?
And you went from what we were in Android 9. We were Android 9, skipped 10, went to 11. There's going to be
issues,
unknown problems that slip through the thing. So you can update, but I wouldn't say that everyone needs to update, in my opinion. I don't know what are the rest of you guys thinking on this? And I'm not sure if other people in the chat if they have the same problems.
How long can I avoid it? I've just not done it.
If you have it checked to where you have to approve it, you probably be able to get away with it for a while.
I do.
I mean, some people wait and wait and wait and wait. And, I've heard of people that are way back on their images and they don't have the ads that we have. Because we have a later version.
I use my my other thing to get rid of the ads, but I'm I deal with it. I'll take my updates. Because you never know where else it fixes for you.
Yeah, there's a lot of security issues that they supposedly fix. I didn't pull the whole thing for you guys because a lot of it would be shit that nobody cares about. Fixes that for us. I try to think about what are the things that are going to impact us as streamers.
Yeah.
So, but you wait. And DJ, do you got a? Thank you for joining, DJ. I'm sorry you slipped in here. Do you got a Shield?
Yeah. I've got 2. I've got 2 Shields.
Guys, I'll be right back. I've got technical difficulties. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yes, so do you update yours, DJ? Or
I've updated it. It's like I say, I don't have no external or anything on it. So I used to have a USB, and like I explained to you yesterday in Telegram, I had a 128 gigabyte scan disk, ultra USB. Actually plugged in, and last time I'd done the update from 8 to 9, I still had it plugged in and it fried it.
Wow.
So
I always have my those things turned off, but some people don't.
My advice to anybody is before they actually do the update on the Shield, if you got external drives, is unplug them all.
Plug them,
unplug them all, do the update, then plug them back in.
Yeah, and some people have that adaptive adaptive storage. What that means is say a DJ had the external hard drive plugged in. You can make the Shield think that the external drive and the space that's on it's all one drive. So that's called adaptive. But I have heard of people that in the past that have had issues when they, like you said, had that external plugged in. They have adaptive. It does a big major update and basically won't boot. And they're like, won't boot up. And that has happened. That's why I don't use adaptive, but a lot of people do. So yeah, it's going to happen. Here's DeBeach says here, mine updated, then crashed during the update. Ooh, that's not good. And wouldn't reboot. Had to unplug it, let it set for 10 minutes. The third power that finally booted up. That's scary because as anything we run electronic, we know when there's an update, what's it say? The first thing, do not turn off. Yeah. If it's your phone, make sure your battery's charged up. So yeah, that's scary if it crashes during the boot up. But I noticed that mine rebooted like 3 or 4 times. I mean, it was 4 times that it rebooted, and it was like I thought it was done, and then nope, it's not done. It reboot again. And
well, have you guys ever had an issue with a memory card in USB memory plugged in and then unplug it and then it doesn't come back? Not even talking about an update, because if you when you say that
it's not unmounted if you just jerk it out. Do you unmount it then remove it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If someone, that's what I'm saying. If it wasn't ejected, that's why I'm basically trying to let people know. Make sure you eject it.
Yes.
Because otherwise you're going to lose it.
Or have the Shield switched off, I would say. Yeah. When you take it out.
Yeah,
it's powered down.
Yeah, because what happens is just like any drive for you guys, that if you have a USB drive or a hard drive or anything or an SD card that's plugged into your PC and you can't just pull it out. Now, I shouldn't say you can't. You can, and you may not have any problem. Never a problem. But if there's ever a time when it's writing to that drive, like say information is being written to it, if it's happening at the time when you pull it out, it can corrupt the memory stick or the card or the hard drive. So that's why they would say eject it. You go to the USB, eject. And so that's what we're talking about with the NVIDIA Shield. It has under storage, you'll see the hard drive. You just click it and then click eject. You don't want to click on format. I think one of them says you can format. You don't want to hit the format, but like right above.
But I'm even talking like if you go and you say, "Oh, let me shut everything down." You shut the Shield down. You unplug everything, and then you'll end up losing it. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't.
I know you shouldn't.
Right.
But sometimes people think that, oh well, it's just a drive. It's unplugged.
Yeah, I always that was something I learned early on.
Yeah, you have to eject it.
Yeah, and again on your PC, you'll see it has thing Dalden here, safe eject. So
yeah,
and I always find if you had that occasion where the Shield didn't read it, plug it back into your PC, copy everything off the USB to your PC to a folder on your desktop, then reformat it, then put everything back on.
Yeah,
but I always found it was better to actually unmount that actual partition. Use a partition tool to unmount that partition, so your PC doesn't see it.
Right.
Plug it back into the Shield and get the Shield to reformat it.
Yeah.
Then plug it back into your PC. Unmount it from the Shield, then plug it back into the PC. Then copy everything from your PC back to the USB.
Yeah. Right. Saving the data that you're saying that was on the external drive, so you don't want to lose it. You put it on your PC, then put it back, and then. But yeah, you're right about making sure allowing the NVIDIA Shield to format it.
Yeah.
Again, because there's different formats it could be in. Does it need to be in FAT32? What's it? NTSC or NSTC? Or FAT? So there's different formats, and you want the Shield. Let the Shield do it. Then there's no. Well, what's it supposed to be? I think it's FAT32, but
FAT32.
FAT32.
It's FAT on the Shield, but
Or is it just fat on the Shield? I think
it might be exFAT.
Yeah, exFAT. Yeah,
maybe
it might be
exFAT. Yeah.
So there's a perfect example. You could have any of those format, and if you format it incorrectly, the Shield don't see it. Shield's like, I don't see it. It's not in my language, so
and
just allow the Shield.
See it, you know.
Yeah.
Then you won't be able to format the thing.
Funster's right about that. Don't worry about. Don't want to bash the Shield, but look at the last year. They have had some updates. It's had some issues. It has.
But I still love my Shield.
I do. I mean, it is fast.
Yeah.
And so yeah. Here's Larry says. At first, the SanDisk wasn't recognized, but after unplugging the power and rebooting, no problems. And again, reboots. And again, it's we're just going to have to see. And I just know a lot of people have been getting too excited about it. You know.
It's like anything else when they push an update. There's always tweaks and fixes they have to do after the update.
Yeah.
It's the same as anything. Look at Windows, look at Mac OS, look at Android on your phone. There's always a fix or an update for your phone.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, most people don't want to spend the time to even look. It's like I don't want to look.
They don't look because a lot of times
plug
the phone
and play
slows down. Right, it automatically is updating half the stuff anyhow for you.
Yeah.
You know, it all the time, constantly. Yeah. It's updating stuff. And then sometimes you have some people have it turned off, and then when you do go to update and it says, "Oh, I have to update," 300 applications.
Yeah. And Gail's correct about you can turn off those updates and having auto updates. We talked about that with the Google Play Store, and Funster was talking about. Remember when Kodi went from 18 to 19, and there was then the problem with the Play Store. That it was all kinds of issues that people have, and so there's pros and cons to it. Yeah. But you can turn off auto updates and then choose it. But majority of people they're probably better off leaving it on because usually the problems. To be honest, the problems are for us more to us heavy hobbyists. The problems that we run into, it's not for your casual user that has the Shield and is watching Netflix or Plex or whatever, and they're probably never having a problem. It's for the people like myself or Alban or DJ or that are doing a little bit more advanced things. You guys agree? I mean,
I
think I got it sorted.
Oops.
You could throw him in the back. No.
Are we showing that other screen?
Yeah, it does see Nature Man says he sees 3 permissions you have to allow all to work. And I know that my Plex server allowed all at all times. And for me, and it's just what I had installed on my device, the VLC had that third option, allow all the time. But we're going to see everybody adopting it. You'll see that for anybody that needs, like my TV Mate is another example that I can't record to that external hard drive, even though it sees it because it saw it and I clicked it and it says cannot write to this file or can't write to this destination.
But how is that drive connected? USB, right? Or
USB?
But mine, I got to check mine right now. Then
if
it's because I recorded something and it was there. I have to check it.
Check it because if it's hooked up through that, because when I go to TV Mate, I tried it numerous times and I cannot.
And I have it going
choose to an external hard drive to record.
And I have it going through a hub too, no less. I got a bunch of things on that hub. Okay, I'm checking it right now.
Hey, Gail, I will say this: if you turned off play updates back in for Kodi app, you're going to want to make sure to check it for legitimate updates because Plex or whatever is going to have updates. The Google stuff is going to update, or your Netflix is going to update. So you're going to want to make sure to check it. If you turn it off, it basically puts the ownership on you to double check it every once in a while and fixes some of those problems. What are you doing to me?
I didn't touch anything.
Oh, what the hell? It's the C-Man left again. It changed our screen. He's back.
Here it is. It's back.
Get back again.
You got him? Okay.
So, but all right. So just keep in mind that that's going to happen. That this is going to happen, and I don't think it's going to be I don't think there's going to be a fix right away until some of the applications fix. And like I said, I spoke to the RetroX developer Franco, and he's like, "Yeah, I just kind of was dragging my feet on being prepared." He said, "I didn't know that they were going to drop that Android 11, and I think we're going to see a lot of applications having to update." So, Gail, you're probably going to want to make sure to have that turned on. What's up, Noir Cosmics? Thank you for hanging with us. Thank you for joining us. Donald D. Nice, yeah.
No, that's strange. I see it coming from my Plex, but I can't see it from TV Mate.
Right. Oh, because Plex server. All right, so Plex server did allow it. You can do the allow all the time.
No, but the Plex server is across on the network on another machine, not on the Shield. Not using the Plex.
So when you go to TV Mate, when you try to
TV Mate, I can't see it.
Right.
But Plex is saying when I'm using Plex to look at the file, it's saying that that the file is there.
Yeah. It's because Plex is using that API 30.
Okay.
The Plex server is using the API 30, and so is VLC. Because if you go into VLC, you can actually go through and access the external. So we'll just have to wait to see it. Okay. What do you guys think about using a Shield as a Plex main server?
I couldn't. I wouldn't do it. Not for me. I got too many files and too many people, banging at it, and it's just not worth it to me.
Yeah. What about you, C-Man?
A lot of people do. I don't know.
But are they using it to watch their stuff too?
And it's probably not a lot of people, like you said, Aubin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there is some downsides to doing it. It is cheaper if you already got it and it's in your house. But there is some downsides to doing a Plex server. What about you, DJ?
No, I've got no need to use it as a Plex server. I use it for people's.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah, I think, and for me, go ahead.
Sorry, Dad.
Go ahead.
When it's working, Aubin.
Yeah, I've been having some issues lately. I've been trying to straighten out where the server would just drop out all of a sudden. So I got the speed. I don't know what the heck is going on.
Look, and we can speak. You and I have talked to DeBeach.
Yeah.
You helped him with this more than I have, of course. But having issues, you can run a Plex server off your Shield. It is one of the. If you buy a Shield, Plex server is already enabled. It's already it's on there, enabled. You have to disable if you want to disable it. But the problem is that for me, if it's only you that's ever going to use it, you're probably not going to have a problem. It's going to be able to process it and encode it and whatever, moving it around. It's probably not going to have a problem. If you are a person that's sharing your Plex with family members, then who knows how many family members you share it with, and you're using your Shield, and then someone's connecting in wanting to. It's got to encode a movie to get it to them. And it depending on the quality of the movie, it can be harder on your Shield than not. So you're using more resources than what needs to.
So in other words, also then anybody who's got it on a Shield right now, they couldn't watch any of their own stuff.
If they're using an external drive. Well, no, take that. But no. No, Shield. No. Plex fixed it. Plex should work.
Oh yeah, but
Plex people should be working.
Right.
It should be working. I know that there's been some issues.
Drink up, everyone. Drink up, everyone. Plex is great. All right.
Yeah. So hey, I'm drinking beer, root beer today.
Well, oh my gosh.
I would highly suggest for people that are wanting to do a Plex server, buy a inexpensive PC. You don't have to go crazy. I'm not talking about a gaming PC. Could you use a gaming PC? Sure, but you don't have to. And get a mid-priced with a decent graphics card, some good RAM, and make that your Plex server. And then just put however many hard drives in it or externals, and go with that. You can't. You got to be careful. Depending on, again, if you're only doing it for you, you're probably fine. It won't be an issue. But if you start to share it with this family member and that, because that happens, because you're like, oh yeah, you want to watch Matrix? Sure, here you can watch it off of my Plex.
Yeah.
So mini PC,
mini PC.
Yeah, a little mini PC. You can get them and run your Plex off of that. You can also Raspberry Pis. People do that all the time. Gets back into the it all depends on 4K. You got to watch the 4K content if you're on a lower device. So if you're watching 1080 720, it's not as important, the hardware. But if you're going to do 4K, then that's more processor, more RAM, so that's just things to keep in mind. But I don't know. I wouldn't use it that way, but I know that a lot of people do. A lot of people do. So let's see. What was our next topic?
Well, we got so many.
I know.
You want to talk about you want to talk about Fen?
Fen, yeah, thank you. All right, so last week we talked about Fen going away, and C-Man, did you have to fix any builds before everybody heard he was closing down, and how C-Man doing different builds? It's like people were like, oh, I got to take Fen out of my build, and so we talked about that last week. He was closing the repository, said that you could still continue to use the add-on, but the repository is closing down. The very next day, I want to say it was Monday, maybe even Tuesday, it said, oh, we're not closing the repository. Yeah, you there, C-Man?
No, I did not update anything while that was going on.
Yeah, I mean, but you know what I mean? There was everybody like, oh, I got to update because.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It's going away.
I knew it would play out one way or another. I was just waiting.
Yeah. It was so funny, though, when I saw it. Then it was like, maybe it was Monday or Tuesday. He posted, or I saw a post from Tikipeter saying, no, I'm going to keep doing this for a little while longer. And we've seen that. I mean, how many times have how many people quit? They're like, I'm quitting. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. And sometimes they never leave, or sometimes they're gone a couple days or a week. But the majority of them tend to come back because it's an addiction hard to shake.
Yeah, he changed his mind quite quickly. It seemed like one day. I think he just had a bad day. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it could have been. Well, we don't know. It could have been a woman too. Maybe her husband was telling her, "Get the hell off that computer. You're on there too much."
It could have been.
I'm tired. Know. It's either the add-on or me. It's the add-on or me because I'm tired of it. You spend more time with that than you do with me.
That guy does a hell of a job. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Not that I heard that in the past, but then that's real. That some people get. This can be a family issue because it takes a lot of time. I mean, both of you guys know it. There's a lot of time that can be spent in this hobby.
Hell of a lot of time.
Oh yeah, my wife's very, very tolerant. I mean, she enjoys it. She enjoys watching, so she doesn't mind. Plus, it keeps me busy.
Yeah,
I'm quite lucky. I'm quite lucky. I don't have anybody. So like saying you've on it too much. The only thing I have is my cat. So
yeah, cat doesn't mind, does it?
Cat
well, sometimes he does. He's like say
he'll put his paw into it,
Yeah, he'll lie on the keyboard and say, "Come on, get off it." Lie on the.
No, that's true.
Key.
That's true. We've seen that. We've seen that in some after shows. That's not a little cat either.
No, and like I say, now he's sitting there right in front of the monitor having a wash. So I can't see anything on the monitor, so
Yeah.
even though I've got 2 monitors.
Yeah.
He's just listening. You're just listening. Hey, you know, a lot of what Dalton made me think about this. I've known quite a few people that continue doing add-ons just to keep their family happy, because I've heard it said, well, I have to keep it going because my wife's going to ask for this and my uncle's going to ask for that, so I have to keep it going so that I don't have to manually go over to their place or like the beach used to talk about putting it all on a hard drive and swapping hard drives. And there, some people say it's just easier for me to keep the add-on going. So, let's see. Any info or news on an add-on on Dish TV? No, not. I don't know any. Don't know about that one, Don.
Never heard of it.
I don't know about that one. Was it what next? What did we have? TV.
US TV. Oh, okay.
US TV Go. And there was quite a few add-ons that link to US TV Go, and it'll be your live channels, and they're really good channels. They work really well. They're linked to a website, and some add-ons, I want to say it was Wednesday or Thursday, stopped. There was the live channels wouldn't work because of US TV Go and some things they were doing. So if whatever add-on you're using is trying to pull up live TV channels and you're seeing all of a sudden this week it's not working, it's because the website did some changes, and whatever add-on you're doing or whatever add-on you're using is going to have to catch up with whatever changes to the websites. A lot of these websites don't want add-on scraping from them because it's bandwidth that they're not getting any money back from. So they will introduce Cloudflare or different precautions on the website to make it harder for add-ons to pull the stuff. So just expect that will happen. And that's a free website. You can go to it and watch TV right now. If you go to the website, you can do a search for it. Watch it anytime, and it works really good. Quality's good, but so that's going to be a little bit of an issue going on. But I know a couple of add-ons have already fixed it.
Okay.
Or fixed some of the channels, I should say, some of the channels, and some they didn't. But let's see. What was the next topic?
Remember we're talking about colors of the TV last week.
Yeah. We were.
Let's talk about that. Because we talked about the colors, and you can fix them, but that
tweaking your TV,
tweaking it. Yeah, we talked about tweaking it, but a lot of the other problem is a lot of the movies and shows that they're doing nowadays are the color guys, I don't know if they're color blind by the way that they're expecting us to watch, the content. They make everything so dark, or they shade it a certain way, and it's not us. It's not our TVs. It's them. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's no need. Yeah, because there is times especially for us that are, you're tweaking your TV trying to get it to be the right color, and you're like, why is it always messed up? And so I posted up. I'm not sure if I put this link in the show notes, but there's an article that's talking about this, and it was talking about the use of a lot of these colorizations or colors techniques. Here's the Justice League, and you can see where it has that aged look with that goldish brown hue over it. And Hollywood has kind of jumped into this, and they're gotten kind of big into using this technique. So you don't want to be adjusting your TV to make this look good, because this is supposed to look like this. Right. And this article talks about that. Talks about there was different ways that they did it. Here's a good screenshot of Dexter back in the day. This is Dexter season 1, and then this is the latest season of Dexter. And you can see right away that it's got a different filter on it.
I don't know if they think it's just that. Maybe I'm just getting old, and I can't see. But I always thought I could see. But
you can't see.
They make things so dark, you know, and it's like, why? You know what I mean? There's no need for that.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see what's going on, not have to, you know, squint my eyes and say, what the heck is here? So, you know, it's like when you're sometimes watching something and it's like at night. Normally we always used to be able to see it, you know.
Yeah.
But now it's like they why even bother filming it? Why waste it? Why waste the you know, the time filming it? It's
well,
if I can't see what you're doing.
Yeah, supposedly the movie directors and the film guys, they think it gives it a certain feel, and the color of the filter can give you a feel of the movie itself or the TV show. I'll use an example, and Blue and I noticed this, and I told you all right before the show. When we actually saw this on a episode of Vikings, the last season of the Vikings, the last 3 episodes of the last season of Vikings, they used this technique, but it was used in a way to help you to recognize right away where the scene is taking place, because Vikings, those episodes were taking place in 3 different locations. One was in England, one was right inside Norway, and one was happening somewhere else. And depending on the hue, the filter, you knew immediately where they were at. Like it was green, you knew they were fighting in England or in Ireland or something. They were in England, in the UK, trying to fight. So you knew as soon as you saw that green hue, the colors popped. You're like, oh, that's the UK. When it went to that brownish, smoky look, you knew that this was like in this desert fight scene. And I can't remember where it was at, that it was getting ready to take place. Or if it was a bluish smoke, like a blue, you knew that was back in Norway. So they use the color hue when they're jumping from scene to scene to help you to realize immediately where was this scene taking place. And her and I mentioned while we're watching, oh, yeah, I know right where this is taking place because of the filter. But more and more Hollywood guys are using it to give it the feel, but I'm not a major fan because if I'm wanting to see it, I want to see it in a certain way.
I want to see it. Because I know that, like, when we would go to the movies, you know, we'd be able to see something. You know, we'd be bright enough, but I just don't feel that they're doing us justice. You know, as a viewer, because like look what happened. Like with you take someone who does like the color work on Lord of the Rings, you know, which was absolutely superb on how they did that, and then you take something like Game of Thrones, that one episode there, you remember, where everything was just so dark, and that's all everyone complained about.
Yeah, the finale.
Like, why you do this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and you're right about that, because they filmed that so dark. I remember when Blue and I were watching it, I turned the brightness. You know how you have the different the settings? I want to say I had on vivid, because then you could see the black, because everything was night. It shows on here the Matrix did use the filters. Had a certain feel. So it can be used wisely. But don't try to calibrate your TV watching those. We talked about using some programs to do that. So it's I'll use for different colors. So a DJ won't know, but like so NBC to me looks different in the colors than CBS or ABC. NBC's colors. When I watch NBC, the colors, they're in that Technicolor. It's got that. Remember that peacock? Whatever they
peacock.
were doing.
That's what their whole thing was.
They did that colors, and I'm like, it's almost too much. I'm like, the colors are too. It's like you're on vibrant or vivid.
Right.
It's like I'm gonna turn that down. But then ABC, CBS look good. So
Yeah, it makes a difference. It makes a difference.
What was our one of our what we got going?
Xbox. You talking about the Xbox?
Yeah, I'm not the gamer. DJ or C-Man, either one of you two gamers?
I'm a PS4. I'm a PS4 gamer. So I'm a PlayStation gamer. not an Xbox. Oh, I've got an Xbox.
Can you guys
360.
hear me okay?
Yeah, we got you now.
Yeah. I've got an Xbox 360, the old one.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay.
But I haven't used that in years.
Yeah, well, they're discontinued. No.
Go be a collector's item. Nah.
Yeah. What I should really do is convert it into an emulator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Can you
work.
do, with an X? Oh well, I know the early version Xboxes you could, but like you got an Xbox One, or you got one of the old.
No, I haven't got the big black one. I used to have a big black one, but I've got the
I still have a big black one.
I knew it. I was waiting on that. I was like,
you walked right into it.
I'm like, I can't say it.
Well, you know what I mean, Auburn.
Yeah, I do.
The console where it had a big, massive X on the top.
It does too.
Shut up. Yeah. Yeah, I mean those you used to be able to run. The old ones you could emulate. Now I don't know what you can do with the Xbox 360, the Xbox One, and the reason why is they said they're moving on to the S's, the latest version. So
I've seen that you can actually do it on the Xbox 360.
Okay.
It's like I say, it still works. It's like I say. I had to. I think it was a couple of months back. I checked it out. And it started to overheat, so I just stripped it down and redone the paste on the CPU, and boom, it was back up and running. The actual paste had gone solid, so.
Yep. That's the red ring of death for a lot of you guys that have 360s, and it's just as simple that it's not to taking the cover off, right, DJ, and then basically root. Oh, okay. Tell us, like, how many steps to redo their paste?
Probably about 6 steps, because you have to dismantle it all.
Okay.
So it's probably about 6 steps to actually dismantle it. Because, like you say, you have to take the hard drive out, then you have to take the disk drive out, and you have to take the front off, and take the back off. And then
to get to the CPU, the fan.
To get to the CPU, because, like you say, you got to take the motherboard out of the actual casing as well.
Oh,
because you need to get. Yeah, you need to get to the actual clip on the underneath of the motherboard, the actual spring clip. And then you just have to pop the clip. Then you can actually remove the heatsink. Then it'll just come all off in one go. Remove the heatsink, clean it all up, then repaste it, and put it.
I'd throw it away and buy a new one. That sounds
well, that's what happened to a lot of 360s. Yeah, they got the red ring of death. And I mean, there was one of the guys in our group. I mean, he had like 6 of them. He says he was buying them for like $5 or $10, or buying 3 of them for $20. I mean, and he just like DJ cleaning them up, and they're good to go. And he's buying them for $10, $5 a piece. So, I mean, it's
I've had it for years. And so I still get reward points actually off Xbox.
Yeah.
Even though I haven't used it for years.
Right. Okay, Todd. Todd, you want to talk about that speed, or what do you? Yeah, that's what I was going to say, right? Yeah,
I was already on
about some speed. Yeah.
So we're all bitching about our internet speed, and I mean, some of you lucky dogs. No, I know you don't, and I know C-Man don't, because I think both of you guys are fiber guys.
Oh yeah.
But for the majority of us, we're dealing with basic cable internet, and if you're lucky enough, I mean, we have like a 200 meg, but most people are in that 100 meg, but depending on, you can get to that 200 or 400 meg lines. Comcast is I'm sorry, DJ, where you at?
I was going to say, I can only dream about getting them sort of light speeds, Todd.
Oh,
so what's your download?
55.
Ah, dang.
But someone's hauling ass.
Yeah, it's racing.
I know. It's like, say, 55 down, and I think it's 14 up.
Oh.
Well, the up is about what I've got. Well, Comcast is already testing a 10 gigabit modem. It shows on here it's a 4 gigabytes, topping at 4 gigabits per second, and it said that like the to download Call of Duty's Vanguard, which is 61 gigs, would take about 2 minutes. So we can see that the speed is coming, but it's funny because when I was reading this article, so it's Comcast is offering this, and so us that's in the States, we know Comcast. Well, I'm not in the States anymore, but I was. Comcast is infamous for putting data caps on people, or putting only allowing you so much data usage. So if Comcast said, "Hey, you can have a 4 gigabit line, you can get as fast, blazing speed. Oh, but you can only download, a terabyte a month."
Oh, that's crazy.
And for us, that would be like, oh my God, what are we going to do? That's, but maybe normal streamers wouldn't be worried about that. But it's funny that Comcast is going to offer this blazing speed, but they're known for putting data caps on people. So, would they raise the cap, or would they or charge you? Because if you go over the data cap, your speed is reduced, or they charge you more, if I'm not mistaken. So we can see their internet speeds coming.
Ivan, who do you have?
Yeah. I have Verizon.
You got Verizon.
And the funny thing is, I just did another speed test. I was going to post it up in the streaming manager room. I got like 1,500 up and down. Because I changed out my my cables to faster cables, and
I did that too, and I'm getting about 1,300 now.
Yeah,
which is just nuts.
It is. I got 15. I was like, I couldn't believe it, up and down. I'm like, oh yeah,
same here, and I cannot hardwire it. It just practically. I mean, you try hardwiring a Shield, and it's like,
no, I hardwired my Shield too.
Do you really? Mine goes straight to the end of the stream, like it's way too fast.
Oh no. Yeah, it's fast, but I don't have any problems with it.
I never have any issues just on Wi-Fi. Like down the street, I can get 250, 300.
Penn is right. He has a good point here. Again, knowing your hardware, and depending on what hardware is in, and this can go for a Wi-Fi chip as well as your motherboard or your Ethernet plug. Certain devices will only allow you a certain amount of speed.
Right.
Just because your internet, if you got an old phone, just because your cell phone service is faster, if you got an old phone, it's only going to be allowed the speed that it's allowed. So you've got to make sure that the stuff is, your equipment can handle the speed to maximize.
Right.
You'll still get the most that motherboard can handle.
Yeah.
But you're kind of be limited. So that's just something to keep in mind when you're doing it. You can't just because you're offered a certain speed doesn't mean you're going to necessarily get it.
True, your device is not going to get it unless your device will handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got Wi-Fi 6 on my new. I didn't realize that my mesh system. I didn't realize it was Wi-Fi 6.
Okay.
You remember we talked about that a couple weeks ago. And I was sitting on the couch and I'm looking at my phone. And I see the Wi-Fi signal. And I'm like, what is that little thing right beside my Wi-Fi signal on my phone? Being that I'm of an older age, I don't see.
You can't see down there.
The glass. So I'm like looking at my phone like this. I'm like, what is that beside? I couldn't tell what it was. I'm like doing the, how we try to do.
Yeah.
Then I go and I get my flashlight and I'm like, shine a light on it. I just can't see. It's bad light in here. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But it was a little 6 next to the Wi-Fi, and then I read that
my
phone actually handles Wi-Fi 6, and again depends on your device, and it's just a little bit quicker Wi-Fi signal that can be move around. So it's your device is it's important if it can handle it. You see, Sandy says she has Comcast own equipment 900, so she's blazing. She's blazing. Nature Man's got
Wi-Fi
Rogers.
6 gives you stronger bandwidth too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, but see, I couldn't tell if I just had stronger bandwidth because going to that mesh system. I hooked my Shield to it. I hooked this to it, and I did. The signal went just like about doubled, just even over the old modem that we had there.
Yeah.
And because I didn't disconnect that one, I let the rest of the house, if they want to use that old one, they don't have to change their password, fine. But I'm gonna use the the fastest speed. And Blue's like, oh no, put that on the Shield, because you know that's what we watch TV on. So like, get that on there. Or 619. This is a good point. The Max uses Wi-Fi 6, so probably if you have any of the other Fire Sticks, you wouldn't have Wi-Fi 6. Again, it's not day and night difference. It's just a bump. You know, just the price bumps up a little bit. Let's see. What were you going to talk about? Cloud services?
Yeah, sure.
So, all right, I want to ask the panel, and I'm not asking for all your personal detail, but cloud service. Do any of you guys use cloud storage or implement any of that kind of stuff?
Here and there, I do. I've ended up going back to keeping all my stuff myself and having my own server at home, and then my FTP is off site, so then I don't mind throwing anything on that if I have to, you know.
C-Man or DJ, do you guys use any cloud services?
Not particularly. I mean, I have a sync account and a few others, but I don't use them for anything major. No huge storage.
Yeah, I think the only thing I use mine, I use my Google to back up my photos.
I do the same.
But that's going away. That's going to eventually.
Well, no,
go away.
Remember, it was not going away. It was just that it was limited. But
I never. Right, but it will eventually go away.
I didn't have I don't have that maximum. I'm trying to think. I thought we talked about that. I think I might have moved that over somewhere too. I think I might have moved some of my stuff.
And there's a thing in Google for that. If you're ever looking to move all of your pictures over, that makes things a hell of a lot easier. If you got a lot out there and you need to move it, there's a program from that in Google that allows you to move it easier. I'll have to get that link and put it out there in the streaming room for everyone. Made things a lot easier.
Anyone looked into this Telegram unlimited?
That was actually on my slides here. Teledrive. And I was actually going to bring that up. I was going to get to that slide, and it's actually, if you have a Telegram account, you can all right. So you can sign up, and what you can do is click on it, and it will send a code. Now, if you guys ever use Telegram, and you know how when you have to authorize the device, or say you go somewhere and it'll send you a code saying, is that device okay for to have access? So you can log in that way, and you're able to supposedly have unlimited storage. I uploaded a couple items to it for free. It's not the fastest upload or download.
It's very slow.
I had a 700 meg file. It's not. I walked away from my PC when it was uploading, 700 meg. But I know that it took probably at least 5 to 7 minutes to download that 700 meg at least. Because I clicked it before when you and I were talking, then all of a sudden it started playing later. So it can be used for unlimited storage if you have a Telegram account. Now you can sign up and pay for it, but if you have a Telegram account, you can get it for free. But it is slow.
I wonder if the paid is faster. It's $10 a year.
Ain't bad.
No, that's not bad. Yeah, $10 a year. It says that all right. So if you sign up for it, and you say it's on a free account, it says you get 2 gigabytes, or no, 2. What's it?
2
terabytes.
Yeah.
2 terabytes either way, or total. But if you signed up with your Telegram account, you got the unlimited account, which, like you said, $10 a year. I don't know. I think that it's an option when you look at it, when I looked at it, this has been around for a while now. I was looking, I want to say in April, I saw the first, I went back in the tweets to Telegram, and it was like in April, I saw them that it tweeted about this. But it's, if you have a Telegram account, it may be something you can check into. You're not going to be able to use it to hook into your playlist XMLs. So for us in the world that say, oh, what a great place to tie in my XMLs. No. Like C-Man says, it's slow.
It's very slow. It's having a server.
Yeah, that's not going to cut it. So again, these items are inexpensive if you're wanting to store certain items in case you're worried about a hard drive dying or some photos that you're just wanting to do it. iDrive, I've actually used this way back. 5 terabyte plan will cost you $59 a year. 10 terabytes is $75 a year. Microsoft 365, I wouldn't use it. 6 terabytes, I don't care. Me and 365, I'm not a fan of them. They want, what's it, $100 a year? Yeah, $100 a year for. Yeah,
I'm not a fan of OneDrive either.
Yeah, OneDrive is
expensive too.
Yeah. I did mess around with pDrive or pCloud, pCloud. 10 gigabyte storage. They offer that for free. Now, this wasn't cheap. I remember looking. 500 gigabytes of space is $175. 2 terabytes. 2 terabytes is $350.
You might as well buy yourself a NAS drive.
My own NAS drive. You know, I bought a 2 tera for like $85.
Yeah,
that's how I keep all mine. I've got external hard drives. I've got 2 8 terabyte hard drives.
Yeah,
I keep everything on that. So I've got the option because, like I say, I can use my Microsoft account and sync everything, and I can use my Apple account and sync everything, but I don't. I keep it all separate on hard drives, external hard drives.
Right.
That's the safest way. I see another
one was
Ice Drive, Mega, which I thought they closed because the owner of Mega, he's been in New Zealand or something, still fighting extradition to the U.S. But Mega is an option. WeTransfer, I've never used that one. Never used the WeTransfer. Okay, so then those are some options. If you may want to looking to store some stuff other places, you may want to check that up. Yeah, 619 said Mega upload, so maybe that was just Mega. I don't know.
Yeah, it was just Mega, I think.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's so just kind of look around if you're looking for some different things. The links that we show on the show today, I was already on top of it. The links are in the show description below. So if you want to click on one of those links, it'll show you any of the articles that I'm showing on here. Let's see.
Joker?
Can I just jump in?
Yeah.
Thanks for having us on the show. I've got to jump off because, like I say, as you know, I ain't been very well, and I don't want to go into it while we're on the show.
I'm glad to see you around, bud.
Yeah,
I'm glad to see you
just
feeling better.
It's just getting a bit uncomfortable while I'm actually sat on the computer chair. So.
Okay.
And everybody, take it easy and take care, and I'll catch up with everybody shortly.
Okay.
Take care, DJ.
All right, brother.
DJ, take care, man.
And you see, man. And you all.
Be good.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, good guy. Just I knew he'd been under the weather.
Yeah.
A couple people under the weather. This is like the I got the sick group today.
Yeah, I know.
The men on the mend. I got men on the mend. There we go. That'd be the name of a show. Another thing that Aubin found this, and I think it is a thing for all of us to maybe check in on our PCs. Talked about the SysJoker malware, that it's a backdoor malware program that may be on your computer that has been around for 6 months. I put the description to this link so you can get to it, because a lot of antiviruses aren't even looking for it. So you may have it on there and it's creating a backdoor to where other malware can be installed on your device. And if any of you guys have had malware installed, like say via, applications, and once you get that malware, it's a snowball of trying to get rid of it sometimes. So the bleeping computer, it has a link here. It describes what you need to do to remove it. The article here talks about how it is, where it goes, but then it talks about what things you need to, on your Windows program, to go looking for certain files or certain files. If you find those files, it tells you what to do to clear it up. And this virus or malware is on Windows, Linux, and Mac. So no matter which one of the threes you're using, you could possibly have this cisjoker malware on your device, just slowing up processes. Malware is going to slow up your processes because it's running in the background. Even if it doesn't steal your data or data, it's not, trying to do something, really obvious or lock your computer up to where it doesn't work. It could just be running in the background doing some kind of process. It slows down chews up RAM, chews up your processor, and could possibly be using some of your internet. So it's good to get rid of these kind of things because they can be a detriment to your laptop or your PC or something like that. Let's see. What do we have? Anybody had any, if anybody posts questions, because I don't have that window open, Alban.
I'm go back and look because I just okay. Hold on 1 second.
I would quick talk on Android 12 because Shield just went to 11, and so we're all like, that would begin the show raising hell about Android 11 on the Shield. Android 12 has had nothing but problems. I posted the link to the article in there, and it goes through the list of the problems that Android 12 has been having all year long, and the Pixel 6 being one of the phones that gets the updates early or gets them right away. So Pixel 6 has been actually having more problems than anybody because they're on Android 12, and it goes all over the place, making the phone slow, issues with the backgrounds, being clunky, menus not opening, all kinds of stuff. So don't expect to see Android 12 rolling out on a lot of phones. If they do, hopefully whatever phone maker you have has done their tweaks. But it says in here, the 12 update has been the rockiest in years. And so, this goes through all the issues that are having. Some of the phone companies have halted updating to 12. They're actually, putting new phones with Android 11 because 12 has got so many problems. Talking about the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro. Galaxy Fold phones, the flip phones.
The Fold one is going to be on 12. So,
you don't always think that newer is not always better.
Right.
Get an iPhone. You won't have.
No! Hey, you're gonna. I'm gonna have to kick you off the show. No, we don't play that. Homie, don't play that game.
There's no problems with Apple. Never a problem, except for now the Apple. We're finding out that people are dropping those little trackers in for the Apple trackers in people's clothing and tracking them wherever they go, that's pretty scary. That's a pretty scary thing. That you can be tracked. I mean, for a woman, let's say if you live alone, you're by yourself, someone could know right where you're at any time. So, and they're only like this big.
That is scary.
I was always concerned, like say if you're a guy and you're cheating on your woman, what if she put one of those in your car and you don't even know they're in there? You're driving around town.
You can stick it in your wallet. You know what I mean?
You're at the girlfriend's house. And, she calls you up. Where you at? Oh, I'm at work. Well, that's pretty funny because I'm looking at you. You're at 132, King Street right now.
About
that. I'm saying it's a possibility. It's a possibility.
No, listen, they do it. Listen, you take one of those. Look at those chips that you use for a dog or a cat, your pets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just take that chip out, drop it in anything, and find you.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought of that back years ago. They came out with a tile, and I actually bought
You
bought
bought
blue
one, right? Yeah, you did.
the tile, and so she put it on
So
her
did I.
keys.
Yeah.
Your keys or your wallet. And then I'm like, hey, if you can't find your keys, you can pull it up on your phone. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
I never thought about somebody having it and sticking it, like I said, if you think your wife's cheating on you, stick it in her purse and you don't notice it. And then you pull it up and you're like, where you at? Oh, you ain't at the mall. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. I know exactly where you're at because your phone's in the bedroom of,
Yep.
Yeah, so Apple has
I
had
just use my phone for being a phone. I just use it for being a phone, though. I don't use it for anything else. Text, phone.
That's because it's only a Apple phone. you can't use it to do remote desktop
need
to
all
your
that
computer.
Other shit on there.
You can't remote desktop to your computer.
I've got Plex on there. I can watch if I want.
No, but I'm talking. I can remote desktop, to my computer.
We're not going to get an argument that hey, Roger posted about this, and there is now. I actually saw the news program this morning, or the news. They said Android does have an app that you can put on your phone. So if you're a person that you're worried about being tracked, or you want to have peace of mind, you can actually install a program. It's through the Google Play Store that will look to see if there's any of those tracking devices on you. Supposedly Apple will warn you, and that's how they did it. I know that it was a female newscaster was on the news. It was a couple other women where they said they were dropped in their purse or this, that. And I believe that's happened. But my thought is, in real world, if someone's thinking your significant other is cheating, I mean, I'm telling you, can throw that in a damn purse in a pocket of a coat.
Who needs dog the bounty hunting? You know what I mean?
Nah, I drive right up there. You'd be like knocking on the door, like, "Oh, is she here? No, she ain't. Well, that's all right. I see her. Her purse is right over there.
Purse is right over there.
I'm looking at 15 feet from right here is her purse."
Tell my wife I'm at Walmart, and she'd be like, "You're at the liquor store."
Yeah, I'm telling you, we're in a world that can easily happen.
It is scary.
And, these devices only make it easier.
Oh yeah,
only make it easier. And we were talking earlier about storage, and here Alban found a deal. Want to thank Alban for this. He found a deal. End of your storage problems. 12 terabyte hard drives. Best Buy right now. Save $100. I think when I looked this up, the U.S. it was 230. Let me see if it'll pull it up again. Yeah, 239. So 239 in the States for 12 terabyte. That's the lowest price it's been in a while.
Wasn't it $199?
No, this is where I'm pulling it up. I mean,
yeah, I know, but I'm just trying to remember what it was at, because it was a time it was lower here in the States, I believe.
Well, yeah, there has been, because I bought mine. My 14 was 180, but that's what?
Yeah, it was 199.
2 years ago. I mean, that's
true.
It's been a while. We ran into the hard drive issues, shortage. So 239 is a good deal for right now. If you're a person that doesn't have to have it, you probably could wait and it'll go down. But if you're in the market of getting you a hard drive, you want to store some stuff, 239 is a good deal. I'm looking at Best Buy. If you're just wanting an 8 terabyte, you can get that for $159. So not a bad price. Like I said, I think I paid $189 for my 14 terabytes. Yeah, not a bad price. So if you're looking for just some extra storage, that's a good option for people. We talked about we were talking about Xboxes earlier.
Xboxes, yeah.
Well, let me grab this one. And so some people may be in the market looking for some PlayStations, and Walmart has restocked a lot of PlayStations in a lot of the places. So you may, and this came out yesterday, you may see that some PlayStations are available at your local Walmart. So if you've been in the market for a PlayStation 5 and you've got to have it, that may be someplace that you can run over there if you've got one that's not too far away and check it out and see about getting you that PlayStation 5 if that was one of the items you want. And PlayStation is still struggling to keep up. Xbox has not, and I think that's why you see them moving to not doing the Xbox One. Yeah.
The 5s are here by me. So if anyone,
okay,
needs them.
Who's
looking to pay for them? These aren't from the airport. These are, in Walmart.
Hey, Mark, what's up?
Nothing much. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good. Thanks for hanging with us. Yeah, PlayStation 5. Yeah, Alban says it's only $100 upcharge. He'll be happy to pick it up for you.
That's his shipping
$100.
charge.
Yep, $100. I mean, a lot of people would pay it
what's
too.
up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, bro?
So yeah, PlayStation 5. You know what? Now that I have my Oculus, I'm telling you, the PlayStation, you can keep it. I mean,
you can keep it.
Granted, my graphics don't look like that, but it's a totally different feel. It's a different, a feeling, and I don't have to play, for hours and hours because my body starts hurting and tells me not to play no more. Arms are hurting. It's like, I'm like, okay, that's all right. I'm telling you, that Creed, that boxing game, 2 rounds. 2 rounds, you're going to be gasping for air. Alban would have to have an oxygen machine for you or Mark.
Oh, you're older than me.
I don't know. Yeah, all of us would be sure. I'm telling you, 2 rounds. And I thought I was going to die.
Dabs, not to change the subject, but on the Walmart subject, if anyone's in the market for a cheap Android box, their on box will handle just about any build. Its ratings are higher than a 4K Fire Stick, and it's like $29. So just an option for people.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got one. I put it in my spare bedroom, and I have Plex on it, and I have Kodi on it, and it runs spot on.
Right.
It's just called the on
box.
box.
And it's got an
ONN.
Ethernet port, right? Yeah, the ONN.
ONN, yep.
Yeah. And it's got an Ethernet port in it too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have
like it. Yeah.
In the community. I've known lots of people have said that those on boxes are a good deal. They're happy with them. Again, if you're not doing, you're just doing your streaming stuff, those are good. Get you what you need. Most people don't have to have a Shield, to be honest.
Right.
Us serious hobbyers, are going to want it. But your majority of your people are not going to need it.
But for a bedroom or something, just
oh yeah,
an option.
I got the Chromecast. I picked that thing up for some reason.
Well, you cast from your phone then?
I don't know. I haven't opened the box yet.
No.
And anybody that knows Mark, that's Mark.
Well, my end goal is to eventually, because I still got that Elgato you told me to get, a couple of years ago. Still haven't used it. I just don't know what to do to hook shit up to it and start doing videos.
Yeah, Mark's a man. He got 4 billion movies. Have you watched any of them? No, I haven't watched none of them.
At least I watch. I can't know. You don't watch it. Why even bother to don't? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he got a little
porn. Porn and gun videos.
Oh, okay.
Porn and guns. Hey, both of them are guns. They both can be loaded. Yep. So
that's true.
Bought a gun yesterday. Bought a gun today. Yay!
Look at you. Good days. Now just a matter of trying to get you some damn ammo. That'll get you.
Oh yeah, I got a 22, and I can't find any fucking ammo for it.
Yeah.
Come to New York.
Come to Texas, man. We got all the ammo you want, my man.
Yeah, plus a bunch of useless Californians moving there.
Yeah.
Well, that's true too.
So yeah, if anyone knows how to hook up fucking Fire Sticks and Android boxes so I can do videos, let me know.
Okay. Well, you said that Elgato. Now it's like a switchboard. Because isn't that the one you got that where you can like click to this, click to that? So it's like one button.
No, it's the one that it's a PCI card.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yes.
I don't know. You said it was on sale.
Yep.
Get it?
Yes.
I got it.
Yes. Yeah. I remember. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, that was the video
capture card or something.
Capture card. Yeah. Video capture card. And basically you can plug in other items, HDMI into it, and then you can run it to your PC and record off of that, because we know like Fire Sticks and Nvidia Shields, a lot of those do not like to be hooked to video capture devices. They'll have an issue. So yeah. Let's see what you get going on that. Get you going. Hey, this is a thing I've been found about programming. So we see a lot of times I see people come into the Telegram and say, how do I learn to program? I want to learn programming. I want to learn how to do it. Where do I find it? And we sometimes will post those Python classes. I know that you guys have all seen the links to the Python classes from different people. This thing, if you sign up for it, you can actually do it as a video game. I'm going to say, no, I'm not going to. I'm going to do it without an account. And it basically walks you through how to write the program so you understand the language to make it do a certain thing on the screen. So let me go here. You can see you're wanting enemy 1 and at distant 1, name the enemy and all that stuff, and click this. And we can pick what language we want to do it in. Let's say I want to do it in Python 3. Click that. It tells you here's the code on what it's trying to do. And you can see here's your XML, and it walks you through what you actually change to make it do what you're wanting it to do on the video.
Todd, fix your mic.
All right, so right now?
Okay, yeah, better. Yeah.
Okay, cool. But it's a great way of learning if people are wanting to learn coding or kind of have an understanding how this. It's a great way of doing it without it being like you're learning. You're looking at a video game, and what you see in the code is helping you to see in the game how it makes a change or what you're doing. So this is real good. Called it was codinggame.com. I put the link in the show description, in the show notes. So if you're interested in learning some code, you want to understand how some of that works, this is a great way of taking a look at code and maybe understanding it better. I think it was I glanced through it and I was like, wow, okay, that makes sense. To me, it really cool little idea to and I'll post this over in the shown thing so people can see it. So yeah. So,
just the site of the week, I guess is what I'll call it.
Yeah. Site of the week.
Yeah.
Little coding site. So, and I know that I signed up for some different Python classes that were, free things to sign up for. But this is an interesting site, the way that they do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know they have a bunch of ones for kids, like as far as like different languages.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just ask Mid, and you'll get like 15 sites.
Yeah. I mean, but the only problem, Mid, sometimes he's telling you something, you're like, what was that? Sometimes, but this is a way you don't have to know anybody. You can go on here and start poking around to help you write little things. So
there's a bunch of stuff on YouTube also that'll walk you through it, so you can see it visually as the person's doing it. I learned some stuff that way.
And if you're a person that you're like wanting to understand, you're like, well, I want to do it for KODI program. If you want to do it for that, you'll want to be looking at Python 3. Python 3 is what that's all in. But I like how this gives you options. Is it in C++? Or here it is, C++. See how the language changes. Neat little thing. Neat little site though. I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me ditch that. All right,
Okay.
and
we're gonna talk about the cryptocurrency and how other companies are really making some money off of us.
oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. See, that's why I got off to help me keep. Oh my gosh. So you found an article. You found an article on Norton that had Norton antivirus that has embedded cryptocurrency that you can be running cryptocurrency mining for cryptocurrency on your device. Now, that don't even sound right. I mean, I know that it's off by default. You have to turn it on. But does that even sound who at the table, of their boardroom when they're coming, because they were spitballing new ideas. And they said new ideas. Well, why don't we talk about putting a crypto miner and we'll just take 20% of it.
I take 15%.
And they, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, what it is they take 15% of the cut. And they're just using it as trying to get people into it. So say, hey, look what we're doing for you. We're helping you make money. So buy our shitty product.
Buy our shitty product and have this running cryptocurrency as well as their antivirus program and stuff.
Yeah, antivirus runs like shit anyway. Yeah. Well, I noticed that.
Let's just watch the language. I don't want to get a strike. I have enough problems with.
Mark and language.
Yeah, sorry, Mark.
Oh, bloody hell!
Oh yeah,
crikey!
Listen, they'll be at my door. Okay, yeah. they're trying to get me so bad.
I got a strike.
They love you. They love you.
I got more than a strike. Okay.
They took his count away.
So what I noticed is, oh man, I was about to swear.
Yeah.
All these terrible people in Kodi that were selling VPNs constantly. Now they're all pushing the freaking crypto stuff, and they're giving their links so they can get their referral money.
The affiliate links, yep.
Yep. It's like, give me a break. Get a job, you rat bastards.
Yeah. Hey, Noir. I'm sorry, Noir comes sliding in here. Hey, I'm working on getting a job. I ain't put the affiliate links in yet.
So I will listen to Mark all night.
You did what?
I will listen to Mark all night.
Oh, would you? Man of wisdom right there.
I assume that's why my videos are getting taken down, because all these people in their comments with "you got to find Jesus" and all this stuff.
You know that song. There's a song out called "Sunscreen." It goes on for about 10 minutes. I cannot remember the artist's name, but if you could just replace his lyrics right throughout it, it would be genius. But you'd have to. I've got to hear the song first. I can't think of it.
I show my wife nightly Mark's comments and streaming matters, and it just cracks her up.
See, man, you sound like you're
Mark's actually gotten better.
Toilet.
Mark's getting better.
He's calmed down a little bit.
Yeah. Because it's just like the same stuff over and over and over again.
You got to take it up a notch, Mark.
Z-Man's wife is bored. She's like, not as excited as she used to be.
I think I'm moving to Rumble. I need to take all my stuff off YouTube. And then just mirror it on my website.
Yeah,
no one can complain.
It to me.
I think you're moving into 2022 a bit too fast. You'll slow down a bit. Like, we're still in January.
Well, I got a strike because they're taking down. Well, they took down one video. They said it was harmful. Mm-hmm. That was the J downloader when I show people how to download stuff.
Yeah, on a program that's completely legit, but yeah.
And then they just took down one of my build videos. I'm just showing you my build, not playing anything, but they said it's harmful. So
yeah, it falls under that whole
bombs.
No, you don't even have to drop F-bombs for that harmful. that classification. I've gotten hit with videos, and I'm not swearing in them, and
you don't even show
careful.
anything.
Yeah, I'm careful in what I show.
Just showing the freaking menus. That's it.
Yep, and that's harmful. So, but once you start getting hit by them, it becomes a snowball. And that's one of the reasons why I don't really like to upload a lot of stuff to them. It's kind of, why do I want to upload it to get stressed out when they strike it for something stupid, even when I'm not really showing anything. So, and then you got other people that I see videos that are showing you all kinds of stuff. I'm like, how are they still up? And
There's got to be people reporting or something.
Yeah, probably.
Speaking of reporting, I was looking for because I want to put more porn TV shows in my add-on. So I was looking at a list on freaking IMDb, like of TV shows, and there's actually people that go on there, and
they complain over anything.
They watch like all these shows, and this nudity is at 10 minutes and 52 seconds. Then you have another scene at 11 minutes and 31 seconds. I was like, oh man, I just like to step on their head just for being idiots.
What was that ridiculous movie that we had to watch on? But we didn't vote on it. But it was Censor. Go watch that movie. Okay. Movie came out last year.
I have to check
all
that out.
All about that. Those people who will sit there and censor stuff.
Well, I was reading on my add-on. In every menu, I put 2 movies that people should watch, and they're about all the social media and stuff like that, and how everyone's like a sucker for it. They're really interesting movies. What the hell were they? Let's see. Wrong button, jackass. The Social Dilemma was one of them.
Oh yeah.
And then The Creepy Line.
Yeah, those are both good.
Now, The Creepy Line could be about social media, or it could be about the line I cross all the time. Either or.
That's creepy. Hey, there's a couple other people's names that just popped in my mind. C-Man, when he said creepy.
That was Mark. I didn't say.
No. I'll tell you after the show what it made me think of. Noir, what's up? I ain't seen you in a while. How you doing?
Debbie does who? That's what it says in the comments. I'm not just saying it.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Right, it's my turn. Yeah, I've not been too bad.
Yeah. On vacation?
I've been on vacation? So far this year, I've worked for 3.5 days. I've been off the rest of it.
Okay.
Through family having COVID.
Yeah. Is everyone better yet, or?
Everyone else, well, the last one, my wife at the moment has got it. She tested positive yesterday.
Yeah.
And I've been testing negative since the 19th of December last year because I'm unvaccinated still.
Okay.
And she's triple boosted and got it, and I'm still like fighting it off.
Yeah, dodging the bullet.
Yeah.
There's something going about it.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people like me anyway, so I bet COVID does.
You're the kind of people that'll live forever then.
Yeah. But other than that, no, everything's going good. Couldn't be better.
Well, I knew that you said you were on vacation earlier part of the week. I was like, dang. Hanging home.
It's not really a vacation. I'm just hoping that I'm getting paid. So.
All right. Well, yeah. Well, that's a good point because that's not always good.
Because next thing they do, my work will make me. They say you have to get vaccinated.
Yeah.
Even though it's not law. You can't keep vaccinating every time like your family get ill. But I'm thinking like, hang on a minute. Last year I worked for almost a year and a half on my own, 6 days a week, because a colleague being furloughed because they've done the furlough scheme with COVID. Everyone is at risk, had to stay off work.
Yeah, you were working Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah, I was working. Yeah, I was working 6 days a week all the way through, and I'm feeling guilty now after like a week and a half. Shit, I feel really guilty.
Well, it's people like you, because I mean, I know exactly, because I was always like, whenever I missed a day of work, I was like, oh, you can't, I'm missing what? And so you're always there, but and then there would be the people you work with that seem like they're out constantly, and they don't mind at all. They're like, oh, you got to work extra? Huh.
Yeah, that's what. Well, they need to grow up a little bit. Once they get to a certain age, they will realise what people's roles are in life. And yeah,
You hope. Most of the time, it doesn't happen until they get some kids. Some,
it's like, so yeah, you start pull your own weight, like, because your second life outside of like your home life is your business life. And you spend a lot of time with these people, probably more than what you will spend at home.
That's true.
Well, my job, with my
like
job,
dabs
it's like
and me that stay home.
Slacker. Well, I mean, my job, all I do is I go to someone else's house and I sit on my laptop all day. So you can call that my second home, my vacation home. There you go.
That's right. Well, yeah, there's certain things you got to do that's not.
In the chat that they're saying that weed fights COVID, and I read about that also.
I've seen some articles that talk about that. I don't know how true it is, but I've seen some articles that say that. So, yeah, I don't know.
Well, Lee ought to be immune then.
That's why he's not sick.
Yeah.
I'm just hardcore. I think I'm just like super immune to anything. Like I used to eat, when I was like a kid back in the 70s, I used to eat worms out the dirt. It was never frowned upon to eat dirt. You see a parent now, like, and their kid like goes anywhere near grass, go, get the fuck away from the grass.
Well, now they're telling people bugs are healthy to eat. So there you go. You were a pioneer, man.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
You were ahead of your time.
Stay away from the sunlight.
Yeah.
It's just like...
Well, let's all celebrate. Well, you don't have to. You, Lee, you don't have to, and you don't have to, Daz, but us American people could celebrate the Supreme Court saying we don't need to get jabbed.
Oh, did they do that today?
No, they did yesterday.
Oh, yesterday.
Just for private businesses, but the healthcare people are screwed.
Yeah.
I'm in a private business, so I'm good. They kept bugging me
3 times, and I got it.
You said it, Mark. There's a big thing over here, yeah, because they're saying that by end of or beginning of April this year, every care worker who works in the health system has to be vaccinated.
Yeah, in the past 2 years, they didn't have to be.
There's these top doctors at the moment who are unvaccinated and saying there's going to be one hell of a walkout in April, and the health service is going to be put right under pressure.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Well, I will say that New York and Massachusetts have just came out and said, you know what? All the numbers we gave you, we were off by 50%. Because a lot of people were saying from the beginning that anyone that you break your leg, you go in the hospital, you got COVID. So now they're starting to break those numbers out and everything's dropping. Like, it wasn't as big of a scare as they thought it was now. So good times.
As long as they check your XML data.
All right, Todd, you want to talk about that other issue that we had there? The thing about Netflix?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, guys. Yeah. So, all right. Well, no. If Netflix, so for you guys that are paying for Netflix, what was it going to be? Another $2, $3?
I believe it's another $2.
So if you're a Netflix buyer, which I know a lot of people that watch the show have Netflix, just keep that in mind. Price is going up.
Yep.
So, and it's going to continue to go up.
That reflects in my bill today. I got my bill through from Virgin Media, my TV provider, who provide my TV, my internet, my telephone line, or whatever. And because I got Netflix, it's going up by £4.25 a month.
Wow.
Which equates to about roughly £66 over the year.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I watch it like once a month.
Man, that's insane.
For
If only there was something that you can watch all the Netflix stuff on.
Yeah, I know, I know, but I'm just thinking about the poor schmucks that aren't smart like us,
right?
You know?
I mean, well, and I can't. I mean, so Blue uses it. Blue pays for that.
Yeah, I pay for it
She's
too.
got like 5 people on there, and I remember when her and I first started dating. I'm like, "You're paying for what?" It doesn't make any sense. But she's like, "Well, but there's other people in my family, and I like it because it's they don't have to go. There's no searching around. And you can add 5 people. They're all happy." And I'm like, "Okay, I can see where it's less hassle for pay a few bucks."
As of May, so March, my new subscription will be £106.10, I think, a month.
106.
106, right? That's without sports, any premium sports. That's without any premium movie channels. That's just for the basic.
And what speed are you getting? What speeds are you getting on the internet?
I'm getting about 380 at the moment.
I'm paying about the same as you, and I just have internet only.
So
there's the prices of that kind of stuff jump drastically. So.
It's as DJ, no, in this country, like if you're a new customer coming, like you'll get a great deal, but existing customers do not get fuck all.
No.
Yeah,
even if you agree, you can say, I want to leave. And they go, oh, okay then. If you're lucky, they give you a new deal. But people like me, they go, all right, fuck off then.
But I mean, we've talked. Cell phones companies do that. Your internet does that, and cable, or satellite. If you have a satellite TV, or let's say satellite radio, if you're a continued customer, they'll stick it to you. But if you, I'm brand new or I'm leaving, we'll cut you a deal. But you just have to remember, next year you go and call them up and complain and get yourself another deal for. But you just have to remember to call, and because most times they will not warn you that they're going up on the price. It's like, oh, that was limited for 12 months. This is month 13. So yeah, you pay extra.
Yeah, we was lucky. Look, I think every Virgin customer is pre-warned that there's going to be a big price hike this month.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with them, a lot of, and we've talked about it on shows before, with the price that ESPN wants more. All of your, all your sports networks want more. Sky wants more, for the Premier League, they want it more. So it's like certain channels with Discovery Channel wants more. So all these channels want more. And it's the cable company or satellite company is going to pay it. They're going to pay it, but they're not going to absorb it. That price is just pushed down to a person that's going to pay for a cable. So that's why with this show, if you watch and if you learn some stuff, maybe you can figure out what items work for you in cutting the cord or trimming the cord back. You find the few items that work for you, and then pay less, because you're going to pay. None of it's free.
That's why we're here for a reason, to cut the cord in a certain way.
Yep. Yeah, because one cut cord is not the same as everybody. It's not one size fits all. Again, I have no problem with people that pay. You want to pay for Netflix? Pay for Netflix, because it's easy.
Right.
You can't argue that. Disney Plus, I get it for free, but would I pay for it? No. Blue would pay for it because she wants that easy to access to Star Wars. And you think about it, she could. It's not hard for her to find that stuff, but it's just convenient. It's like, I can add these family members, and then I'm able to pull up, this content. It's easy.
People get older and they want it to be quicker and easier.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind paying. Exactly. I mind working.
No, well, how I say it's gonna start. It's gonna start killing a lot of these other networks. It's like like I had to start about with the CW. They're gonna be leaving. They're up for sale.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm thinking, but the thing is with a lot of those channels when you talk about, remember, less and less companies own more and more. So it's like Disney owns. I don't even know
everything.
Everything.
You know, they let's say they got 25 major cable channels, and then all these local channels, and they own them all. And so when it comes time for them to do a contract with some cable or satellite company, they say, all right, this is how much you want our content, you pay this. And we had seen Dish Network said, no, I ain't paying that. And then they're like, okay, well, we're taking all these ABC and CBS off of your network. You just don't get it. Customers in those areas say, whoa, I need my ABC, I need my CBS. And so, you know, Dish Network pays it. And where do you think that money's going to come from? You know, it's going to go right down to the end customer. And if you're the customer, you're going to pay it. I keep cutting back. I mean, for me, I don't pay. I'm trying to think. All right, so reel to brid. So that's a charge, and I pay every 2 years for premiumized. Those are my charges, and in a Usenet. I have a Usenet account, so I pay a little bit.
Yeah, I do.
But
you know,
and I'm fine with that. But so people just have to figure out where
that's
they're
still like a tenth of what cable. I still like even like a tenth of what a cable consumer will pay.
Well, there's people that are paying $250 a month.
Some people pay more than that even
once a month.
Right.
You think about it, because you know, usually it's like you were saying, your cable's tied into it usually. So you do your cable, your internet. So you do your internet and then your TV. And if you're in the UK and you're a person that likes to watch footy, then you're paying for the Premier League. You're going to pay Sky, and then you're going to pay BT. Isn't it on different networks or for you guys?
Yeah. It depends on the competition.
Right. So different tournaments or competition, the different leagues, leagues are on different channels. So it's, you want that package? Oh, well, that's going to be, this much more.
But I did hear that BT is about to be bought out by Dazen. Is that Canadian?
It's a sports channel, and they show.
I know that
they do some boxing.
Rights.
Yeah.
Which could be a good thing.
Well, yeah. We'll see how that plays. It just worries me when you get these big companies buy another big company just to make a bigger company. I don't know.
Yeah, because when it fails,
Yeah, and there's too much control.
Someone else.
Louise asks, I have problems with the search, and Kodi gives all kinds of wrong hits. I haven't had that issue. I do know over this last update, I can't use the voice search from my remote if I say something. It used to, how it used to fill in, it would autofill. I've been noticing that it's not been autofilling for some reason, and I don't know if that's the last update, but it does give some issues. It shouldn't. It could be the particular add-on that's giving you, if it's giving you wrong results, because maybe it's looking towards IMDb and it should be looking towards Tracked. So some add-ons will give you different results depending on which database they're kind of pulling from.
Also, spelling is very important in Kodi.
Extremely important.
Yeah.
And IMDb is not up to date anyway. It's out of whack.
I've seen that, and I've seen sometimes even if you name it, because if something's named. Let's say Superman, for example. Superman and Lois. That's a new show. Right. But there was another Superman TV show. And so like sometimes when it's scraping, it will grab links from mixed up shows because it's, so it depends on the add-on and how it searches. Is it searching the IMDb or the track number, or is it searching via the name? And sometimes those name things can give you false positives.
Well, a lot of them still use TMDB and TV database. And those are all terrible. because it's end user edited.
Yeah.
So I can go on there, and I went on there because some guy wanted a certain TV show. So I went on there and put some crazy descriptions and some pictures of birds and stuff. Just to mess with them.
Oh man.
I mean,
Mark.
As much as I download, I download what, like 10 terabytes of crap every month, and I match up with stuff on FileBot. And most of the time I have to use TV Maze because TV Database doesn't know any better. Like for instance, Dexter.
Yeah.
Now, according to TV Database, for a while there, Dexter was considered season 9, even though it's Dexter New Blood, and it's a new series. So what it is a lot of the end users just think, oh, you know what? This show was on 50 years ago, and now they're remaking it. This is a new season.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because Dexter's in the name.
Yeah, they just don't know any better.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I gotta run.
Okay.
Enjoyed
All right,
it.
see you, man.
See you later.
All right. See you,
Thanks
Mark.
for hanging.
See you, Alvin. See you,
Yeah.
Dubs.
All right,
See you,
man.
Lee.
See you later, bub.
Take care, guys.
All right.
But hey, we're gonna jump over to the after show because I gotta eat my dinner.
Okay.
I got a sub tonight.
Before you do that, there's one other thing there.
Yes.
You'll see you tomorrow.
I'm gonna pay attention to that one. UFC we know that Mark is not a sports guy, so he don't care. But UFC is on tomorrow. That is not the Kane fight. That's not the
Guitar versus
Kane fight's
Takei.
next week.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, this is ESPN Plus, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe so.
It's
It's a fight night. Yeah, it's a fight night.
Yeah, so it's not the pay-per-view is the following week. So take a look. UFC. I don't know. Isn't there some tournaments going on for football right now? No,
for what? Tournaments.
Well, I know
for Bellator. You mean?
No, yeah, there will be tomorrow. Tomorrow,
you mean soccer?
Soccer.
There's a couple of big fights on tomorrow.
Okay.
In each division.
Is England playing tomorrow?
No. Back to the Premier League.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it'd be like Newcastle or
yeah, that shit. Yeah.
Barcelona. Something like, or Manchester. I saw Manchester was on there.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, shut up. That's my team.
Oh, okay.
They'll be bad mouthing them. So yeah, we got that. So that's some sports in the NFL starts Saturday. So Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for us football fans. Later games, I think they're doing 2, and then 1. So
that's good
Saturday,
news for me.
Saturday, Sunday, and so it'll be in the later afternoon, and you shouldn't be able to miss a game. It'll be like one after another. So
the old man likes football, so that's going to keep him busy those 3 days.
Yep, and that's the thing about that's 2 games back to back.
Well, he likes to watch it with the sound off, which is kind of creepy.
Well, hey, all right. So this is a side note to you guys, and none of you guys watch college football. I watched the NCAA championship, which was on this past Monday. Georgia versus Alabama was playing for a national championship on Monday, and so it was on ESPN. The first ESPN I picked up was ESPN News, and I didn't realize it. I was just watching it, and they had this thing called Skycast, and I don't know if any of you guys have watched a football game with Skycast on, but it's no announcers are talking. Like the announcers don't talk on it. The camera is at the 3/4 level camera, so you're behind the quarterback. Not even with the field, but at a 3/4, so you're able to see the defense.
Everything going on, yeah.
It's like the little cables. That's what they have the cameras on, right?
Yeah, yes, right. And so it comes down, and then you're here in the stadium. I watched the whole game. Now, I haven't watched a college football game. I can't remember. It's been at least a couple years since I watched a whole college football game. I watched that from start to finish. Not that I cared who won. I did want Georgia to win over Alabama, but I wasn't, I'm not a diehard on it. But I watched the whole game because the feel that they gave you with the Skycast is that I hear the announcers. When you go to a stadium to watch a football game, and it's like, all right, Georgia's at the 28-yard line, 3rd and 10. you heard the announcement from the stadium, and that's not hearing it from the
broadcaster. Broadcaster.
I was like, this is the way to watch.
You feel like you're there. Yeah,
I'm there at the game. I'm hearing the people, the crowd. I'm hearing the stadium announcer. It was the best way to watch a game. It was called Skycast, and I'm telling you, if they give that for the NFL, I'm on point for that.
Well, speaking of football, does the I don't even know what it's called now, LFL or
the lingerie league?
Does that still exist or what?
I think so.
Noir,
have you seen that around?
There was something on pay-per-view.
I've seen it about the lingerie football league.
Yeah. They're still updating that. I think that's still happening.
Okay.
Yeah, because like a couple weeks ago, I saw something on the pay-per-view for it.
I might actually go to a game.
I might come to a game.
Oh yeah, this is good. I can see where this is heading.
Yeah, I was keeping my mouth shut.
Well,
best you do.
I'll just say that if anyone has my my boobs and beer add-on, I added a lot of stuff to that. I do have some. I don't know what the hell that was called. LFC, LFC, Lingerie Fight Championship.
Oh yeah, that's where they're it's like UFC-ish, but it's more like wrestling.
Yeah, well, it's just chicks in fucking bras and panties and doing the fake punches.
Kind of like, I guess it's like a WWE thing, but in lingerie.
Yeah, it's pretty amusing. So I got that in there. You guys can watch it.
All right. Look at I done made it. I'm gonna probably I'll have a bunch of haters on me, Noir. I done talk about the WWE, but I didn't talk about the AEW. You see, I paid attention.
Yeah, right.
That's funny you mentioned that. That came on. That comes on the early hours in the UK. AEW comes about 2:30 in the morning. Like, I caught it the night before last, I think, and I watched it, and I thought, what a load of shit.
I mean, they're actually now that's that conference. I don't want to say what would it be. It's not a league. Though they're at least rougher than WWE. I mean, they tend to be a little bit more on the edge. From what I've seen, I haven't hardly watched.
There's a steel
not like
chair
an ECW.
Someone smacked in the face with a steel chair and his head started bleeding.
Yeah.
And the guy who was supposed to win, like easy, couldn't get the pin down, and it just went it went stupid. To be honest with you, you might as well got the crowd involved, told him down. It was still a one.
No, you couldn't beat the early days of ECW,
But we all know, wrestling's it's a drama. It's
predetermined. It's predetermined, and I mean, I'm old school from Ric Flair and Cactus Jack.
Oh yes, a moneymaker for sure. It always has been.
Yep.
Since your Hulk Hogan, your Tugboat, Doom.
Yeah, Legion of Doom. That was the Road Warriors.
Yeah, Road Warriors.
Legion of Doom. Yeah.
Ultimate Warrior.
Trackers, Hacksaw Jim.
The Bushwhackers. Remember the Bushwhackers? Remember they would come out and he'd come down the aisle.
Yeah.
Well, hey, let's yeah, you're right.
What about Glow?
But then the Simpsons came along and just pushed WWE out the way for a whole year. The Simpsons.
No.
Hey, what's that still in?
That was in syndication.
Forever.
You can't come out. The Simpsons was great.
Well, hey, we're gonna run because they're 2 hours. I gotta eat my dinner.
Yeah.
And we'll go to the after show. So any of you guys watching, if you're in my Streaming Matters room, we'll put the link in there. Aubin can let you in the group while I'm eating or in the on the show. And you won't be broadcasted. You'll just be off.
Yeah.
Just bullshitting with
us
all hanging out. I'll say thanks to DJ and C-Man since they already left, Thanks for them joining me, coming and hanging out with me. Noir, anything you want to say before we go?
Are we still recording for the FBI?
Yep.
Right now we are. Right now we are.
Sweet. Last one.
And just so everybody knows, I put the link in the Streaming Matters room already.
Okay. All right.
So
Mark, anything you want to say before we go?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Awesome. Aubin?
Like I said, the link is there for you guys. We won't stay on too long because I need to eat today also. I'm hungry. What you got?
I got
sub.
I got meat.
So do I. I got a roast beef sub.
Oh,
from
I was gonna
my
get that.
spot.
I was gonna get
roast beef provolone, man. Oh, and it was nice and rare. It's like it's like when you pick up the roast beef and it's just still dripping with blood. Oh, it's perfect for me. They just knew. Oh, I got 2 of them. They're huge.
Soaking up the blood in the bread.
Oh yeah. Oh, can't beat it. I know Patty's over there screaming out there. She's gonna kill me.
Oh, there he is. Look at that handsome mug. Trying to get you a date, baby. So we're gonna run. All right. So thanks, Aubin. You guys watched got NFL, got boxing, we got UFC's happening this weekend. So watch that. Thanks to Mark. Thank you for coming on, Noir, and everyone else that jumped on the show. And we're gonna go to the after show. Don't forget, Don't Look Up is our movie for the week, right?
Yep.
Aubin, for next Wednesday.
The next
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Our movie.
It's
don't bother. It's shit. It's shit.
Huh? Well, we have to watch it anyways, even though
we got to watch it.
So, Noir, you can come on and tell us what you think on it.
Yeah.
So, thanks for everyone joining. We'll see you.
You know my thoughts. It's shit.
Hey, what's your thoughts on that?